You ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. This is the Command the Commute podcast, people. Welcome back to another episode. This is the podcast where we press record leaving the driveway and we upload when we're getting to the stadium. And this week who do we got, Mike?
Well, we've got a special guest that right now doesn't know he's going to be part of the podcast, so that'll be fun. This is a little bit of a different Command the Commute this morning.
Yeah, well, I meant more, who do we got this week in terms of our opponent? We got the Kansas City
we've
Chiefs.
got Kansas City.
Kansas City on Monday night.
Going to be a little bit of a rough game, not going to lie. We know
We're
this.
kind of nervous about it. My buddy gave us a shout out on Instagram and said, I'm scared to watch. And I said, you speak for the entire fan base.
Yeah,
So,
we're all nervous.
yeah, but this is, like I said, we press record when we leave the driveway. We upload when we get to the stadium. But we're not driving to Kansas City this week. We have a little Sunday Funday plan with a high school buddy of mine. So he's smoking some wings. I think maybe he's got some leftover brisket or something like that. So he's a Ravens fan. So we're gonna go watch the Raven and the Bears with our buddy Tom, who our loyal listeners know when I do our can't lose locks. When we do our can't lose locks, I'm always betting against my buddy Tom. Now, Tom, high school buddy of mine too, he's coming. And he was like, when are you guys going to do the podcast? You going to do it beforehand or whatever? And I was like, yeah, we're going to do it beforehand and
Yeah.
during the drive down to Kelso's house. So, yeah, so he doesn't realize that we're about 10 minutes from his place. We're going to pick him up.
But we've been trying to find a way to get him on the podcast for a while now. Just haven't found the right way to work it in, I guess.
Right. I mean, and this makes sense. I mean, our podcast is all about us being on the road. So let's get on the road and watch some football if we're not going to Arrowhead, which I'm really curious. Next year, we're definitely going to an away game.
Well, we'll see who we're playing next year. Of course, it all depends how we finish.
Do we want to find an away opponent that we would fly to or drive to?
See, I'm not going to commit either which way till I see who the away opponents are.
Well, I mean, let's just say that the away opponent was Houston. We're gonna fly to Houston. We're not driving.
Yeah, you're
to
not
Houston.
going to fly to Houston. Yeah, or drive. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, which opponent would you be willing to drive away to? Don't say Baltimore.
Okay, so Baltimore's out because that's the easy one. I mean, something that's close would be anything like Cleveland or Cincinnati because they're Ohio. That's not too far away. You said Indy wasn't too far of a drive.
Well, too far is all relative.
But, yeah.
Indy, I would, yeah.
Maybe Carolina because
Carolina, yeah.
Yeah, that's a 6 to 8 hour drive, closer to 8. But, yeah.
But then anywhere outside of that, I mean, I've driven to Buffalo many times.
That's true. Well, I don't think about Buffalo because we only play them like once every, seems like 6 years or
Would you
so.
be opposed to driving up to New York?
No.
Jets?
I think I'd rather watch the Giants because the Jets suck, and that would just seem like a waste of.
And I'm not intimidated to go to a Giants game, but like I don't want to go to Philly.
No, I don't.
And you know
I don't
what?
want to either.
Philly likes that. Philly likes that attitude that I just put out.
I mean, yeah,
but,
you could easily go to Philly, but I don't want to go to Philly.
No.
I'll just watch them when they play us at home.
Bunch of a-holes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We're about to pick up Tom here, and then we're going to get into our Can't Lose Locks. I just noticed that he updated his picks. I sent him my picks last night, so he just updated his picks this morning. And then I'm curious about how you're doing. Last week, was it What's the best way to ask this? Are you in the green? Are you in the red? Don't tell me exactly because we're gonna get points for the segment.
In the green. I'm in the green all the way around the week and for the season.
I'm still waiting for that 1 week where you drop underneath. But
we'll see what happens this week, but as we'll see every week. But right now, other than that 1 week, I think where I went 8-8 or something, luck has been on my side.
Who played Thursday night? I always forget, which is why I feel like Thursday night games should be eliminated. But was it the Chargers?
It was the Chargers and I think Minnesota.
Yes, Chargers, Minnesota.
And admittedly, I didn't watch.
I can remember out of that game is I like those throwback Chargers jerseys they were wearing. Those deep navy blue.
Oh, they were wearing the deep blue ones. Yeah, they're nice jerseys.
I don't like their baby blue, powder blue throwbacks as much as those navy blue.
Yeah,
they remind me of Sean Merriman.
They're just sharper. But I didn't watch the game, so honestly, I kind of forgot about it. I don't know what I was doing Thursday night, but I kind of forgot about that game. So
yeah, the Chargers waxed that ass.
Yeah, I know.
Did you pick Minnesota?
I did. Yes.
Okay.
So there's a little preview.
Okay.
Little preview of my 0-1 start.
That's tough too. When you start that first game with an L, you're like, oh geez.
Yeah. But yeah, that was
one. How many more?
I'm down one. So.
Well, it's kind of like the same feeling that we've got right now as a Washington fan base is, oh man, how many more L's in that column are we going to get? Because
how many more can we afford to take?
Well, we're at 4 right now, and we've got a lot more games to go. And you got to just think, like, what is the wild card seed going to get in with? What record? Because if the wild card seed is going to get in with, it always screws me up now that we've gone to 18 weeks, 17 games, 11 and 7, then we can only lose 3 more times.
Yeah, I mean we're at the point where we can't really afford to lose because this is basically the halfway point of the season. Let's be honest, we're really kind of getting to the point of no return.
Yeah, and it's making me nervous. And I'm already going to tell you this, Mike. Look, remember that preseason episode that we did where we predicted everything and we've referenced back to it week by week?
Yeah.
Folks, we're done with that. We are done with that. The next time that I want to bring that up about who do we think was going to win this game? What do we think our record was going to be? We ain't doing that shit no more, people. We ain't doing it. We ain't doing it. Those preseason expectations are out the window. I'm done referencing back to them. What we thought was going to happen based off of that NFC championship game. I mean, I am back down to earth here. I am not completely back down to like a Dan Snyder way of thinking, but
we certainly need to amend our expectations because we're not at where we thought we would be.
Now, that's not to say that we can't put something together here and turn things around and put together a winning streak and make the end of the season competitive. We're not out of it. And the other thing is the NFC, we're all beating each other up right now. And the best teams, those divisions are beating each other up. The Packers, the Vikings, the Bears,
right,
the Lions, all those guys are really good and they're all beating each other up. And it seems like the NFC East is going to do the same. And it seems like the NFC South kind of stinks. So, I mean, the NFC is still up for grabs. Tommy, we're here. But what do you think? I mean, what's your temperature on the season here? I'm trying to get your...
I think we're just, by amending our expectations, we're not giving up, but we're talking to the true facts on the ground, and we're struggling in a couple different phases right now. Things just aren't up to par. On a temperature scale, I'm kind of like say 65, like not quite in the red zone of like worry yet, but I'm not in the, low temperature kind of things are good and everything's going according to plan, because things aren't going according to plan. I mean, we went into this season thinking we just needed to make a few adjustments and we could just sort of get back to playoffs and NFC championship game, but that doesn't seem to be what's going to happen. We're going to have to work a little bit harder.
It's not a possibility. And let's just bring ourselves back here for a second. If we just bring ourselves back to last year at this time, we didn't think there was any chance we'd be in the NFC championship game.
Very true.
So to say that, yeah, there's no chance that's going to happen, well, that's what we thought last year at this time. Maybe we thought there was a chance. My motto last year is, Mike, what if we're good? What if we're good? I kept saying that all year last year.
And I kept saying we are good.
And I think we need to get back into that mentality of what if we're good? Let's play as though we might not be, but we got maximum effort out of everything last year. And it just kind of seems like not just the fan base, but the team itself is playing as though something is just going to happen. Like, no, you guys have to make it happen. Defense needs to make plays. Just because you are on the field and you went to the NFC Championship game last year doesn't mean that the plays are just going to happen by themselves. Just because you guys are all talented and you look around and see all the veterans and all the talent, it's like it's not going to happen by default. You need to all make it happen. And as far as the defensive side of the ball goes, the only guy that I can really say right now that's really impressed me at all is Bobby Wagner. I'm not disappointed with Deron Payne, but shit, that's it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like we've seen
everybody else either sucks or hurt.
Yeah, that's the problem. We're injury prone this year.
And look, our defensive backs are going to be the ones that get those most annoying penalties of the pass interference called and the defensive holding, and those are going to be our most costly. So I don't want to beat up Sanistrell too much, and I don't want to beat up Amos too much, but please let me beat up Marshawn Lattimore.
Go right ahead.
Now, look, we've only got him for the last 2 years of this 5-year contract that he signed with the Saints, but he signed a 5-year, $97 million. Let's just round up here. He's a $100 million player. Now, they gave him some guaranteed money, whatever. Now he's playing. We've got him for the last 2 years of that deal. He's got a cap hit of $18 million. But I told you last week, $18 million, we could pay 3 or 4 other players what we're paying him.
Yeah.
And when you're making that amount of money, like, I don't think I would be as hard on him if he was making $4, $5, $6 million a year. But if somebody offered him $4, $5, $6 million a year, he'd retire. He'd think that he that was beneath him.
Yeah.
But that's how he's playing. If you look at, I mean, I don't know. I just get annoyed with a guy that is getting that amount of money that's supposed to be a shutdown corner who isn't. The dude sucks. I have yet to see him have a big impact.
Yeah.
I have yet to be like, yeah, that, like, I don't think I've celebrated him once. Everything that he does good is just average to me. And I'm annoyed. Does he have any interceptions for us? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Maybe one, and I forgot about it. It's not worth looking up. But I am sick and tired of Marshawn Lattimore. Hey, folks, if you can't tell, we are
Still waiting on Tom.
Well, we're still waiting on Tom. He gave us a little wave.
Thumbs up, kind of.
But come on, get your makeup on and let's go, buddy. But if you also can't tell, our recap on last week's game against the Cowboys is going to be brief. We're going to hit on that after we do our can't lose locks. But last week's game, I mean,
was just rough. It was horrible.
It was a hard watch. It was a hard watch. I think I can speak for everybody.
Well, anytime you get blown out like that, 44 to 22, like it was a rough watch. Rough game.
Watched it with my sister, and she kept saying, "Yeah, I feel like you're in it. I feel like you're in it." It's like, no, we're not in it. We are not in it. Here we go. We got Tombo. Tommy, what's up? You're on the pod. He's all decked out in this Ravens purple.
Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, gentlemen.
How you feeling?
Lovely. Wow, you got video and everything. Let you guys do it right.
We're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying our hardest, Tom. You got everything settled there? You got all... How long are you staying here today? What's in the bags?
I like to bring my laptop on Sundays.
Oh yeah,
you gotta make sure all your bookies or all your books are good. I'm looking forward to hearing what your picks are.
I think I put them in our notes section.
You did. I just commented on that on the podcast. I noticed it popped up on the screen here. But you don't realize this. But yeah, you're on the pod. Did you think we were going to do it earlier?
I wasn't sure what to expect.
Did you think that there was going to be a chance that this was going to happen?
I thought there'd be a chance. I thought maybe you'd be showing up and coach and saying like, go sit in the back and, you know.
All right. Well, our first segment's going to be Who's Down, and it's Tom because he's got no choice.
Is that it's about to go down. And it's about to go down.
Like it's about to go down.
All right, Bob.
So, who's down? It's Tom. Tombo. So, Tom, first down question. How do you know Michael and I? Oh, Mike, you're going to have to hook him up with a little bit of the microphone there.
There you go, Tom.
How do I know you guys?
Speak loud and proud.
I've known Bob since elementary, middle school-ish, from like the church days, and then been buddies throughout sports, school, and here we are still. Look to where we grew up.
Yeah, we're not that much farther than where we started.
I was also a movie theater guy, not a Valley Mall movie theater guy. I was a Leitersburg guy. That was my first job, making $5, isn't it? $5 an hour, and I will say I was the lead usher.
Should have made the transition.
Michael should have hired me. We could have known each other earlier.
You didn't apply. Okay.
Did not.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess.
Maybe if we hit some traffic, you can give everybody an insight on your extensive list of TV shows that you've got broken down. How many TV shows do you have ranked in your own personal notes section? Is it up to 50?
I've gotten lazy on it, but yeah, I would say 50 is a good number.
SOA still at the top?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Second down question. What's our second? We're winging this, folks. We forget our questions.
Well, let's ask him what.
Oh no, I remember what our second down question is. How many football games? How many NFL professional football games have you been to? Oof. It's worth prefacing, and I know I've mentioned it before, but you're a Ravens fan, so I would imagine most of the NFL games you've been to have been Baltimore.
I don't know if I've ever been to an NFL game that was not in Baltimore.
So you're exclusive to M&T.
I'm exclusive to M&T.
You've never been to an away game?
Never been to an away game. I would set the line at 14 and a half.
14 and a half.
NFL games I've attended.
Okay.
Wow.
You've never been to a game at FedEx at Northwest Stadium, whatever we're calling Washington these days?
Not that I can remember. Maybe when
You've never been to the stadium?
Where was the World Cup in '94 held?
Jeez.
I think that was.
No one knows the answer to that.
Yeah, it was in DC.
Nobody cares.
That was
Who
RFK.
cares?
I've been to RFK.
Okay, well, I mean, that counts for something. Okay, 14.5 is the line set at Ravens games, NFL games. What's the line for baseball, professional baseball?
I take the over.
Well, yeah, but is it this? It's not the same line.
No.
You've been to more
That's
baseball
tough.
games, right?
Yeah, I've been to more baseball. It's just easier, cheaper to get to.
Have you been to another ballpark other than Camden Yards?
Been to the Nats Park. I've been to plenty of Hagerstown flying boxcars.
Aha! Yeah, you really don't venture very far out of your geographical bubble, do you?
I'm a homer. I've been to a Philadelphia baseball game.
You ever been to Pittsburgh?
Never been to Pittsburgh. Great park. Been there.
PNC Park is really nice. All right. Third down question. If you were an NFL player, what position would you play and what would your number be? Now, this is kind of easy. You played ball.
Yeah.
Tom, you were honorable mention All-State senior year, yeah? What at linebacker?
Yes.
At 155-pound linebacker.
Taking me.
I'm just saying.
That's a solid one.
Right now in high school, do you still hold a record for most tackles in a season?
No.
Tom, our senior year wore 2 numbers because we had injuries on the offensive line, and all the big boys on offensive line just couldn't push people around the same way that 155-pound Tom could. And so Tom was the center. Guard to my center.
Got it.
And it was weird watching him go, what was it, 76?
79. 21 and 79.
He was 21 and then had to go to the sideline and put on like a triple XL 79. And I was like, who is that small kid? No, he wasn't small when he was on defense. He just looked small when he's wearing that 3XL on the offensive line.
But that was the worst part is like some of my highlights towards the best highlights towards the end of the year. I'm at this like 3XL 79 jersey playing like free safety. Remember? And like,
So if you were in the NFL today, you're obviously not 155, not that far off. But if you were in the NFL today, would you stick to defense? Maybe go offense?
yeah, I mean,
You were a good holder.
Preface this by saying I have zero shot and never had to even sniff an NFL field.
When we asked Mike's mom this question, she said, I'd be wide receiver. So stop being modest here and just act like you were, like, let's say you had to go try out for a team today. And they're like, what position are you here for?
I would say I'd be the grittiest special teams player you got.
Yeah.
I can leave the field on 4th down. I can hold. I can, cover kicks, block a little bit. Just one of those gritty, do-it-all kind of guys that isn't good enough, isn't athletically talented enough to be here, but you're going to get maximum level effort out of me. How's that sound?
Well, yeah. No, 100%. I agree. No, that is a perfect answer. Like, where do you need me on special teams?
Yes.
Like, I am your guy. And you played damn near every position on special teams
Yeah.
in high school anyway. You were the holder,
Yeah.
and then you weren't you like the
It's the call guy on
guy on the punt?
0 for 1 with an interception. Fake
Dang, that's
punt, throw pass. Still think it was a bad call.
right. Who would call that? Oh my gosh, I'll never forget JV year. Our quarterback Kelso, whose house we're going to, he got pulled up to varsity, and our JV coach, when we went to go pick up pads and stuff, very similar to how we surprised Tom on the podcast today, was like, Tom, you ready to be my quarterback this year? And just threw a ball. Don't lose your spiral. And Tom's like, oh no, oh man, I can't do quarterback. No. Oh man, that was That was so fun. I'll never forget you trying to talk yourself out of playing quarterback. And he was so convinced that you could do it.
Yeah.
And then your only statistics in passing is an interception in your entire high school career.
One interception.
Yeah. So what number would you be? You'd be special teamers, Tom Evans, on the Ravens, wearing...
I've always been a 21 guy, but that's kind of a premium number.
It's a very premium number.
Can't replace the Ladarius Webbs of the world in Baltimore history, the Mark Ingrams of the world.
Yeah. God forbid you found yourself on Washington. You could definitely not wear 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty good, wasn't he?
Yeah. So, what's your special teams number?
It would be like, give me like a 44 or a 33 or something that just is,
Yeah.
just screams grit,
Yeah, right. 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a 40 number for you there. 44, I think, is a good number. All right. Fourth down question. Mike, do you remember where we're at?
Well,
Predictions for today?
yeah. So, as a Ravens fan, what are you looking for?
No. That's not it.
Okay,
That's
then
our
ask him
touchdown.
whatever the hell you want to. Then
You'll remember. Tell me. It's for our fourth down question of all time. This is your opportunity to talk shit. Remember? Who is your least favorite player or team of all time? And then then Mike, you were right. You got the touchdown question. We really have to have this stuff written down.
well, you used to, not anymore. Anyway, moving on. What are your answers, Tom?
That's a tough ask. I would go, well, let's start here. I would say player in the league today. Least favorite player in the league today is Zach Charbonnet on the Seattle Seahawks.
Is this a
Because
fantasy?
It's costing me a lot of money. Because old Michigan State's Kenny Walker can't find the end zone or get the touches. But I don't know, long term, it's one of those things. It's like Heinz Ward's an easy answer, just because he's one of those guys. If he's on the team you root for, you love him. If you're an opponent,
Yeah.
I guess you hate him.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys along the way that I'm not big fans of, obviously. But, yeah, we'll stick with that. We'll stick with Heinz Ward and let me hear it. But,
Heinz Ward and Charbonnet.
well, Charbonnet's a little, recency bias, I guess you could say. But,
Yeah.
yeah, not a fan.
All right. So I felt like you'd give us a little bit more juice there. But
Insert Steelers name here. Like,
all
no,
Steelers
I don't
players.
like Antonio Brown. No, I don't like.
Yeah, I don't think he's got a lot of fans. Like, I mean, I think he thinks he's got a lot of fans, but does he? Did he? I think he lost them all one season, and then.
I still haven't gotten over like all the Tom Brady stuff.
Oh, I was
Everybody's
going to ask
like,
you about
oh,
that because the Ravens has had some bad beats to the Tom Brady Patriots.
Yeah, I don't like the starting quarterbacks, man. Teams that I really look at. I'm never gonna get there. Like, fine, he's a good commentator. He's gotten better. All the things. Yeah, blah 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 blah. But like, no, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Great name though.
Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
A little biased there, but that's
For the Ravens right now, who's the player that you guys got that the fan base will go, ooh, read. Right now we have Luke.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a player that the stadium can give a
Rookie kicker Tyler Luke.
Luke?
Get a
Luke.
Oh, so you have your own loop then? Okay.
Yeah,
Is it Luke?
Luke. L-O-O.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Loop.
Yes.
All right, that's good. All right, the touchdown question. What are we looking forward to today? Obviously, it's not like a tailgate, but we're doing a Sunday Funday at a boys' house watching Ravens.
And
Bears.
how are you feeling about your game? Lamar's out again. Like, expand.
Yeah, I will say after, I think I sent Bob a text message after last week. So it was the first time in a while the Ravens have not lost because they were on a bye. Bob was leaving the game after the heartbreak of Washington and Chicago. And I believe I sent him a text message of a bottle of bleach.
Yeah.
Saying, see you at the bar.
Yeah, that's about right.
So there hasn't been a lot to root for. It's just so disappointing that you kind of thought you believed that like this was the year.
Yeah, we're with you, buddy.
We're victims there too, okay?
We're not as big of a hole as the Ravens are currently in, but are you still feeling optimistic?
I was until yesterday when I get the alert that Lamar Jackson
Again.
over a month with the hamstring. You see him walking afterwards, this and that. Obviously, you don't know what the player's feeling or.
And apparently the league's investigating his
He
practice status.
and then all of a sudden out was interesting. I think that the Ravens are generally overly cautious when it comes to players, but now at 1-5, it's kind of like win or go home. I don't know. I thought that the bye week was a great time because it wasn't just Lamar. It was whatever their top 10 paid players were all out against the Rams or whatever the week before that was.
Yeah.
So they're slowly getting healthy-ish, but obviously Lamar is the biggest factor in that whole equation.
So do you think you're going to win today, or do you think you're going to take another loss?
I'm
getting
surprised
right into
to
it.
see the Ravens as favorites. Now they are coming off a bye. Their defense has gotten much healthier, which is a big deal.
1.5 points, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, went from 6.5 to 1.5 overnight.
Well, that's because Lamar's out.
Lamar's out. Yeah, I mean, I think they have a shot. I think they need to run the ball. I like seeing Tyler Huntley under center rather than Cooper Rush. I just think they can stay within the framework.
Huntley. I knew it was Huntley.
Yeah.
The whole time I knew it was Huntley.
There you go. You're just 1 week, 2 weeks off.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm confident, but I would say it wouldn't surprise me either way. I think that they could win by 2 touchdowns. I think that they could get blown. So we will see. Going off a bye.
If the Ravens lose today, it's the season over.
Getting pretty close. No.
2 more losses.
Going into the bye, it's like, all right, you're 1-5. You can go on a run. You can go whatever 8-2 or whatever it is.
How many losses does the AFC wild card team have?
That's a good question. What do you think? 9-8, 10-7?
That's
Probably more 10 and 7.
I mean, it's basically there. It depends on how. I think that the NFC has a better chance of having a team at 9-8 making it into the wild card spot than the AFC.
Yeah.
Well, and for as good as the AFC North is historically, like, what, Pittsburgh's 4-2 now?
Yeah.
You know, Baltimore still plays them twice. Baltimore plays Cincinnati twice. Baltimore gets the Browns again. Their schedule definitely lightens up in the second half of those bye.
So it really comes down to if you can beat up your entire division.
Yeah. I don't think it's...
And you have to beat up the entire division every time.
Yeah.
The Ravens can still get to 9 or 10 wins. I think the path to get to the playoffs is win the division. So you hope Pittsburgh has another 9-8 season or something like that.
Would you disagree with me saying that the Ravens season really started falling apart midway through the third quarter against Buffalo in week 2?
That was week 1.
Was it week 1? Oh, jeez. Sorry. Yeah, a little bit more quick.
14 or 17 point league in the fourth quarter.
They were looking so
lost.
dominant.
Yeah, well, and that's this team. They last year and this year, they completely dominate games and then just find a way to lose. Turnovers, penalties. Let's not even get into this like offensive line situation. Lamar Lamar masks so much of the problems around him.
I mean, this is your segment, so get into it.
Yeah, just
Keep going. I love it.
their offensive line has not played. Lamar makes everybody better around him. And not enough of this guard situation.
It's
Daniel Fale, the experiment needs to end. Voorhees hasn't been much better. Oh, here's a little segment. I want to kick back to you guys. Do you think? All right, so let's start here. Washington, can either one of you or both of you name all 5 starting offensive line?
Tyler Badass. Then you've got Conley. Then you've got Tunsil. Then you've got
I'm glad you can name them.
I'm forgetting our guards.
This might be the first ever Command the Commute edit that needs to happen.
No. I mean, it's tough with offensive linemen because they get filtered in and out so quickly, and it's not a position that we have yet to sustain like longevity. Cosme's back for us. He's been out.
Who's the rookie? What's his name?
Connerly Jr. There's one other guy that I'm forgetting. I'm going to kick myself, but I don't think I did too bad there.
So here's your second down question. Can you name 3 offensive linemen on any other team in the NFL?
On the same offensive line?
Yeah, on the same team.
On the same team?
3 offensive linemen on the same team.
Nope.
2?
No, I can't.
2?
I can't. No.
Not even
Well,
Philadelphia?
let me think. I'm trying to think if I could name any other player on San Francisco's offensive line. Because I know Trent Williams. No.
We'll never
those are
forget
tough.
that one.
I'm gonna do my homework on the linemen around the league.
One of those games. Baltimore's hasn't been great. Linderbaum's great. Stanley's played well. He's been banged up too. I don't know. They'll get it together. I hope they did.
I hope they get it together for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're experiencing a season that
You've never really experienced.
I've experienced this season that you're experiencing many times. Now, the expectations were never legitimate for me going into the season, right? I mean, anytime I ever said in years past, like, yeah, no, we can win the division, we can do really good, and then we end up going 4-12. Like, obviously, I was just being a homer and being overly optimistic about everything. But the Ravens fan base, you have a right to have a high expectation of how your team is going to perform, because year in and year out, you're constantly up there. Not to mention, you do have an MVP quarterback, and arguably one of the better running backs and Hall of Fame running back in Derrick Henry, and he does make everybody better, and he's so exciting to watch. It really just comes down, and we're seeing it on our team too, is how can your team sustain the injuries that you constantly get hit with throughout the season, because everybody's going to get hit with injuries. It's just a matter of what does your depth look like behind those key injuries, and we're not responding well at wide receiver.
No, not at all. Not at all.
We're not responding great at quarterback. Now, I'm not going to beat up Mariota, but because I do think he's, if you're looking around the league and trying to figure out who you want your backup quarterback to be, Mariota's a lot of people's top pick. I mean, he is a good quality backup quarterback. But so he's doing the best he can. Now, if we're just going to shadow back to last week, it's got to be hard for any backup quarterback to come into a game cold right off the bat, with your starter going down by injury, especially when you're expected to bring your team back by 2 to 3 scores in possessions. Like, how can you be expected to do that? So I don't want to beat them up too bad. Anyway. You didn't hold on. Let's finish up the Who's Down segment here. What are you looking forward to today out of Kelso's Sunday Funday tailgate? He says he's smoking some wings, I think.
Brisket?
Brisket?
I'm a big brisket guy.
I love brisket.
I will say he went for it yesterday, so we're going with reheated brisket today, which
I'm okay with
I mean,
reheated
I get
brisket.
brisket at Marcus, so no free ads. But steak bites are smokehouse brisket.
Oh, did you try those steak nuggets?
Yeah.
Tom and his food, man.
What kind of dipping sauce do they come with? They gotta have some type of a dipper, right?
Is it like a
Yeah.
steak sauce?
It was like I want to say it was a like white base sauce,
Like a horseradish?
something like that. Yeah, not a big horseradish guy. Just went for it, just straight.
All right,
steak.
so you're pumped about today's Sunday Funday. This is the first time we're watching football this year outside of the Bechtel Bash that I had, where you crushed it. Cornhole. Did you take all those Redskins prizes for the winter?
Well, I gave you something. I gave your sister something. I took the football back that I purchased so I could take it back. And I never took it. And I think Mike got the rest.
An Eagles fan took the rest of it. Oh well,
Another conversation.
his in-law, his sister-in-law, and his brother, they like the Commandos. So he's probably saving it for Christmas. All right, I'm sure it'll go good. All right. Thank you, Tom, for the Who's Down segment. We're gonna get into our can't lose locks. Can't lose locks.
Okay, we're back.
Can't lose locks. All right, so how fitting it is that we've got Tom on the podcast this week. I was ahead in our weekly bets in our overall record. Tom finally took $5 from me this past week. What's our overall record standing at, Tom?
Bob is 16 and 12, and I am 17 and 11.
17 and 11. He took me by 1. And Mike, what is your overall season record?
70 and 39.
Now, I just want to set expectations for folks that might not be following, and also just kind of bring Mike down to earth a little bit. It's a lot harder to pick these games against the spread. Up and minus and plus and over and unders are a lot more difficult to pick. I mean, you're really betting against Vegas here. So, although I don't want to take anything away from you picking these games very accurate, and I like your record. But
I do too.
of course you do, but that's why Tom and I's records are not quite as...
Yeah.
Because picking against the spread, folks, is a little bit more difficult. But that being said, I picked first this week, Tom. So who's my favorite? Who's my dog? Who's my under? And who's my over?
So Bob went with the Cincinnati Bengals -6 against the Jets. What about that?
The Jets? I don't think they're going to win, do they?
No, they're still 0.
So that's... And Cincinnati's at home?
Think so.
Well, that's my logic. 6 points didn't seem like enough. I mean, and I will say I looked across all the spreads there. A lot of the spreads this week are set right at that like 6, 6.5, 7. There's a handful that go under that. There's 2 games I think that are in the double digits, one of which is ours. And so, yeah, I mean, that's all I really had to say about that. Do you concur with that pick, Mike?
Of course, because it's the Jets. They suck this year, and they're going to continue to lose.
If I go back and remember what I said about the Jets earlier in the season, I kind of thought that
And Fields is still their starter this week, so they're screwed.
I didn't think Fields looked that bad for the Jets, but you know it's easy to say that after week 1 or week 2. But I don't know what the heck's going on in New York. They're not good. They're just not good.
I'm firing up Justin Fields in fantasy football today. Hopefully he rushes for 100 yards.
Okay.
Your options are Justin Fields, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. You flip a coin and hope you get them.
I I would go with Marcus Mariota. We're biased.
Yeah, baby.
We're biased, but okay.
Speaking of these lines, you're getting the Steelers getting 3 points against Green Bay.
Yeah, that's my logic there.
Bob took Washington, Kansas City over 47.5, and Miami, Atlanta under 44.5.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Well, I got Steelers getting 3 points at home on Sunday night, Aaron Rodgers' revenge game against the Packers. That's why I took that. That seemed like a smart bet to me. 3 points, you're getting 3 points at home? Yeah, I'd take that.
Yeah, remember how good you thought that Green Bay was, just a few short weeks ago? You still a believer?
I'm not. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those deals where early in the season, it's like, did we think Green Bay was just really good because we thought we were really good? And then they kind of, they dominated us. They didn't crush us like the Cowboys. We were still in that game, had opportunities to win it towards the end. The Cowboys just crushed us. We had no chance whatsoever to win that game. That was the only game this year where we really had no chance.
NFC North looks great. Packers are good. Lions are good.
Yeah.
Bears are playing better.
Right.
Vikings, if they can figure it out, they still got a pretty good team. It's tough to do.
And the Washington Kansas City game, I'm going to give out my prediction for the score on that game. That's why I took the over.
Okay. Fair
Because
enough.
I came up with a prediction and I said, I did the math and I went, oh, that's over. I got to put my money where my mouth is. And then the under, I picked what?
Miami, Atlanta.
Miami, Atlanta. We got Kirk Cousins coming back in, and I don't believe his franchise trusts him. I don't. And I am an Atlanta hater, and I'm a Miami hater. So I think both offenses are going to struggle. They're in Atlanta.
They are.
Okay.
They are in Atlanta.
So, yeah, I actually feel pretty confident about my picks. I think I went 2-2 last week.
Yep.
So, and Tom, I want to thank you. You went 3 for 4 last week.
Correct.
And I have been parlaying your picks together, but I didn't get your first pick into my parlay. So it was just a 3-leg parlay. I put $5 on, cashed out for $35. Thank you very much.
And I also want to mention that I had the Bengals +6 or whatever who ended up winning outright, but I did not send the pick to you, so spirit of honesty, I didn't take it.
I was
Scrambled.
confused.
I picked the Jags in Europe last week thinking they always play well over there. Did not work out well. But we got hot, Bob. We got hot.
Yep.
3 for 4 the last few weeks.
Yep.
We're good. And against the spread, basically one game 5 over 500, and you're in the money. So.
Yep. So, what are your picks? I'm curious. I haven't heard them. And did I steal any from you?
No.
Okay.
No, not that I dislike any of your picks, but I took the Buccaneers -4.5 against the Saints. I'm just not a believer. I think the Saints stink. I know it's an in-division game. I think it's in New Orleans, but I know the Bucs are banged up too. I just think the Bucs are good and the Saints are.
It is in New Orleans.
So I
got 2 wide receivers in that game. I need to perform well. I need a really, Tom, you know this. Tom's our commissioner, which means out of all of our friend groups, he's the most trustworthy. So he knows where I stand fantasy wise this week. I got a lot of players on bye. Let's just say that I have 2 points projected to go up on my bench out of all of my bench players, and that player is Luke McCaffrey.
And he would not give me $1, one fab dollar, free agency auction budget dollar for the Chargers starting tight end who has been tearing it up. Wouldn't give me one fab dollar. So instead he's rolling out good old Luke and Darnell Washington, the 300-pound tight end for Pittsburgh.
I think I've got McNichols in. But I am Darnell Washington. And when you're looking at DraftKings and they've got his over-under set at 2.5 receptions, you really start to question whether or not that's a good fantasy pickup. Oh man, I hope he goes 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. Remember Mike Tolbert, the
Big Mike Tolbert.
yeah, the running back for the Panthers probably 10 years ago? His stats would be notorious for that. He'd have 3 rushing attempts for 2 touchdowns and 2 yards.
Bob loves those Panthers ones. Jonathan.
Stewart.
Stewart, D'Angelo Clay.
I think you own Jonathan Stewart way more times than I own.
Oregon's finest. All right, so I went with the
Bucks. I like that bet.
4.5. I went with the 49ers getting 2.5 against Houston. Similar mindset. I know both teams beat up. It's in Houston. But man, they look bad. I know Seattle's defense is good, but their offense looked awful. So I feel like that is Vegas is going to take everybody's money. I don't have it in front of me, but I would imagine most of the money is on the 49ers.
Is that what you look for? You go against the public?
That's the idea because
Vegas wins.
Exactly. So I don't know. I think the 49ers should win outright.
When I say that, folks, when I say go against the public, you can see on DraftKings where most of the money is put. So you can look at a game and and they'll tell you 94% of the money is on this team, 6% of the money is on the other team. And so obviously Vegas makes the money. And so if the majority of the public has got their money on one side of it, then you got to think Vegas wants those people, all those people, they want them all to lose. So they can take, the house always wins. So looking at it from that perspective, not a bad deal. But at the same time too, I really think there's probably 2-3 games a week where Vegas just makes all the money. I don't necessarily think it's every single matchup. So it's just about picking the right one when you're going against the public, I think. But
And it could be that one. I'm the dummy, but give me the 49ers over Houston plus 2.5. I took the Bengals Jets over 44.5 because I think Sauce Gardner's out. I've seen Brandon Stevens, their Jets' other corner, in for better or worse. And Joe Flacco's just a limp. I mean,
yeah, baby. It is hard not to root for that guy, right? Even though give me your thoughts on that, because obviously what other teams was he on other than the Browns and the Bengals? Because he's been around.
He was with Indy.
He was within.
The Ravens traded him to Denver.
Yes.
In our second year for that offseason.
Didn't know he was with Denver or forgot about it.
Denver, he was with the Jets, he was with Philly, he was with Indy, he's now been with the Browns and the Bengals. It's one of those guys. It's like 10-year career with one team, and then all of a sudden he's making 10 pit stops after. But
yeah,
gotta love the guy.
Obviously, he was easier to root for outside of your division, but
But it's the Jets. You're talking about like hated players and teams. Like, it's the Jets. Like, who likes the Jets? Sorry.
I don't even think Jets fans like being Jets fans.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish you could flip that.
No, the little kid.
I hate this team.
Yeah, I hate this team. I'll never go anywhere else. But
I was born into it. Like, buddy, I feel your pain with the Baltimore Orioles. Like, we've all been there. But yeah, Cincinnati and the Jets over 44.5. I don't think the Bengals will have a problem scoring. And Cincinnati's defense stinks too. So throw Justin Fields out there. I know they've looked horrendous, but I think they should be able to run the ball. I don't know. Over 44.5. And then the last one, Buffalo, Carolina, under 47.5. I don't know.
Under? You went under on the Buffalo game?
Buffalo, Carolina, 47.5. Bryce Young's out. I don't know. That was one of those that you just look at it and it was like minus 120 for the under, so it was Vegas telling me to take that among all others. Yeah, and that's a high total, 47.5.
Yeah, it's not.
So if it's a blowout early, or if the Buffalo struggled last week or two.
Yep.
To score. So
Yep.
that's a lot of points, and those are my 4. So what do I got? Bucks, 49ers, over on the Bengals and Jets, under on the Bills and Panthers. Can't lose
lots. We need mics. Go ahead, run us through each game, Mike. What do you got? And your record, say it one more time. I think it's impressive.
70-39. I went 11-4 last week.
11-4 last week's pretty good.
I'm off to an 0-1 start this week because I took Minnesota over the Chargers on Thursday night. Let's see. I'm taking the Falcons over the Dolphins, Ravens over the Bears, though I might regret that. Bills over the Panthers, Bengals over the Jets, Niners over the Texans, Patriots over the Browns, Eagles over the Giants, Bucks over Saints, Cowboys over Denver, Indy over the Titans, Steelers over the Packers, and then I'll just hold off on the whole Monday night thing.
Are we the only Monday night game?
Yes.
That's a relief.
I think they're done with the doubleheaders this season.
Do we get to see the Manning cast?
Yes.
All right. I wonder if they're going to have on.
That might be fun
if they're
to
going to
watch.
be Washington related guests or not. But
that's what I got.
all right. Well, in a tribute to Tom being on the podcast and the gambling aspect of everything, I'd like everybody to enjoy this fake advertisement for our a gambling website. So enjoy our latest fake ad, and if you know anybody that would like to be a real sponsor, please reach out to us.
Are you tired of winning too little and losing too much? Then head on over to can'tloselocks.net, the only sportsbook bold enough to guarantee a win every single time. Guaranteed not legally binding. This weekend only, bet on everything. We've got point spreads, money line, parlays, dog show winners, and whether or not Uncle Joe will fall asleep before the fourth quarter. Sign up now and get our lock of the millennium. It's the Commanders to score at least 1 point this season. That's right. 1 point. Join today and we will double your deposit, and then triple it, and then quadruple it. Then lose it all in a single bet on ostrich racing at 3 a.m. You can't lose. You will lose. For the gearheads out there, place your bets on our brand new Demolition Derby live stream. Who needs horse racing when you can gamble on whether a 1992 Toyota Corolla will explode before or after it clears the Dairy Queen parking lot? All bets action-packed, all cars totaled. So don't wait. Log on right now, can'tloselocks.net. Because when your money's gone, at least you'll still have the memories.
Can't Lose Locks is not licensed in any state, province, or dimension. Please gamble irresponsibly. Or better yet, don't gamble at all. Odds may cause nosebleeds, heartbreak, and selling your furniture on Facebook Marketplace. This ad brought to you by Command the Commute.
Okay, so
And quick pause. One of these days I'm going to be like, hey guys, here's $10. I'm going to write this ad and make you read it online. I'll be your first official advertiser.
hey, deal. You got any good ideas?
Oh, it'll be good.
Oh man, I was really pumped about my toe lid ad from last week. I hope somebody makes that.
Anyway,
Anyway, so let's just recap brief recap of what happened to our boys last week. And when I say brief, I mean brief. We got our asses beat 44-22.
We had no wide receiver options.
You know, you kind of talked about this the other day with me. Luke doesn't appear as though he's going to get the offensive snaps that we think he's going to. Because if you're not going to get them last week, you're not going to get them.
Yeah. If you don't get them last week, you're not getting them. So something's going on. I don't know if it's practice or what, but
maybe they just like him that much more on special teams. But, I mean, he does produce on special teams. But with that being said, going into this week's game, they've declared him as a captain. So they obviously like him. He's part of the culture. He's part of the organization. They're putting him as a captain, so that means something. I'd be curious if the captain role means that he's going to get more offensive snaps. But this week we've got Terry and Debo back in action.
So the answer to that is no.
I mean, who knows? We obviously need to shake things up and do something a little bit different. So we've been thinking it's been solely on the defensive side of the ball, but offensively, we got to make more stuff happen as well. We've got Mariota at the helm. Obviously, Jaden got hurt in the last game. They're calling it a hamstring injury. Tom, when they called out Lamar with a hamstring injury, did you think that he was going to come back the next week, or did they dictate it right off the bat did they set expectations for you guys that it was going to be 3, 4, 5 weeks? Because what is he at now?
To the media, no, because when he first came out, they were getting blown out. It's like, all right, get him out of here.
And to be clear, this is his third game that he's missed.
Third
game in
plus
4 weeks.
A bye.
Yeah, so third game in 4 weeks.
Right.
So it'll be at least 5 total weeks that you're out for dang hamstring. Sorry, guys. But
I mean, they're tracking our injury with JD the same way they are with Lamar. So 4 to 5 games seems about right. Probably closer to 5.
I mean, he jogged back to the locker room. I mean, it seemed
our situation.
Yeah, it's just, and obviously you don't want to risk it with your QB. We already seen the precautions that they take with the knee. It seemed like if you would have asked Jaden if he could play, he'd have played. If it was in the playoffs, they probably would have played him. But you still got a long season left to go. They're just being precautious. So I don't really want to get into too much more about the Dallas game. It was unfortunate the entire way through. Our defense sucked. You saw a decent amount of arm tackling, which I tell you, if we're playing bad defense, it shows in the arm tackling right off the bat. We're just not putting ourselves in the right position to stop them. And there was some weird things going on in that Dallas game too, defensively. I remember the boys were driving down. It was in the second half. I forget who broke down. I should look back at this play, but it seemed like our guys were just waiting. Like there was a Dak scramble, and our guys broke down on like the 10-yard line, and they just waited for Dak to come to them. There was no urgency to kind of stop these drives. It really pissed me off that whole last game.
You weren't happy at all.
No, I wasn't. I didn't enjoy myself at all in that entire game. I was so looking forward to crushing the boys, and we didn't. The only thing good about last week's game, Michael, in my opinion, was the chili and baked potatoes that I made. Do you have a ranking for the chili and the overall tailgates of food ranking?
I mean, you always hate my ratings because you think they're too harsh, but 8.5.
All right, 8.5 is good. You must have really enjoyed that chili. I did tell you, I saw you a text message the next day and said that chili was really good, but the next day it was very noisy, if you know what I mean. And you concurred with that.
Yes.
I think that's a testament to a good chili. But all right, let's move on to Kansas City. We got Monday Night Football. I think it's tight ends day, the de facto celebratory thing that they made up.
Anytime touchdown picks in for kids.
So we've got obviously our boy Ertz, and we've got Travis Kelce on the other side. You ever heard of him? Their tight end. They got for the Chiefs?
I mean,
Travis Kelce.
he's kind of doing something.
Mr. Swift.
Yeah.
he's gonna Taylor Swift or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, give us a rundown here, Mike, of some interesting Kansas City stats that you looked ahead and what we should anticipate this Monday night.
So we have a all-time 1-10 record against Kansas City.
I cut that person. I'm sorry, we almost missed our exit there. I cut that lady off.
So we have an all-time 1-10 record against them, and we are winless 0-8 in Kansas City. So that's a little bit of history with us and Kansas City. Not good. Not good.
Not good. We've only won one time against them.
Yes. Don't know when that was. Doesn't matter. The record is what matters, and it's
These
not
two
good.
teams are like new expansion teams too, right? Like they've not been around forever. Washington and Kansas.
Well, actually, Kansas City has been around for a while.
I was joking.
Yeah, I would hope so. Okay, Mr. Know-It-All back there.
Kansas City's one of those teams. They have some notable offensive linemen.
Name them. Prove it.
Creed Humphrey, left-handed center, very good. Trey Smith, Tennessee's finest, is one of the best guards in the league. Josh Simmons, Ohio State last year, just drafted him. And that's all I got, so I won't waste any more time. Back to you, Mike.
Damn, you might be on the pod. And make sure you're speaking to that microphone, or else you're cut.
Yeah, we'll see how that playback works out. Offensively, Kansas City is basically top 10, and they're top 5 in defense. So it's going to be a rough game. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Let's not pull our punches. It's gonna be rough, and we've got to find a way to shut down Mahomes if we're gonna have any chance to win.
Yeah, but the Chiefs are beatable. Who did they lose to this year? They have been beat.
I mean, yeah, and they did start 0-2, but they have 3 losses: Chargers, Philly, and Jacksonville in their 4-3 record.
They lost to the Chargers?
That's what I just said.
We beat the Chargers. So, boom, right there. There's some optimism.
Okay, you're more optimistic than I am.
I mean, let's put this into a little bit of. I mean, let's find a way to win here. And unfortunately, the way that it sounds like we're gonna win is if the Chiefs play down to us, if they look right over us. And honestly, we need Terry to play like we've seen Terry play. We need Debo to play like Debo's played. We need our offense to roll.
Well, let's hope they're at 100%.
Well, the way that they can play down to us is if they give us the ball, and that's what we're going to need. We're going to need as many offensive possessions as we can, and we're going to need to make the most of it. And I don't want to hear any Matt Gay missed kicks on Tuesday, because we need Matt Gay to make the most of every single possession. I don't think this is going to be a situation where we're going for it on 4th down the same way that we would be going for it with Jayden. So we need the Chiefs to play down to us a little bit, overlook us a little bit, turn the ball over a handful of times. And as long as we can play efficient, I think there's potential for a big upset. Now, am I going to put my money on that?
Yeah, so go right into it. What are you projecting?
I don't have us winning this game. This is the first game where I'm being unbiased Bob, and I'm putting things into a likely scenario. I think that their offense is just going to be too much for our defense.
Agree.
And I've got us, unfortunately, losing 31-24, which,
okay,
I mean, I'm not happy about.
You're not that far off from what I'm thinking.
I'm not happy about it. I hope I'm wrong, but the last time you picked against us, you were wrong. So maybe that's what we need to do. Just
Keep the boys going.
Well, I too think we're going to lose, and I went with a final score of 34-21. So,
okay, we're not far off in how we view it, but I mean, we hope we're going to win. We hope that we're wrong, but where's Kelso live?
Right here.
Right here?
right here.
20620 with the Alabama flag?
You just gave his address now?
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
Well, they don't know what street or city we're in.
So it's It's fine.
Sorry, Kel. So
First
we
edit.
don't edit. But is this his house with the Alabama flag?
Yes.
Why does he have an Alabama flag?
He likes Alabama. I'm a big Washington fan this week. Not that I think they're going to win or anything, but I'd like them to.
Yeah.
What kind of money
Tom,
you
we
got
need
on
your
that?
perspective here.
I mean, listen, this could go a lot of ways. Chiefs are good. Monday Night Football, everybody on the Chiefs is still the Chiefs. But, run the ball, control the ball, play good defense, good turnover too. You never know. Mariota's fine, Let's go, Debo.
Let's go, Debo.
Big Debo guy.
Hey, when did you become an Alabama fan?
Huh?
When did you become an Alabama fan?
You're being recorded, by the way.
All right. Thanks for listening, folks. Hail to the Redskins. We'll talk to y'all next week. Bye.
Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
Thanks for listening to the Command the Commute podcast. I now welcome you to crack a cold beer, cook up some chicken wings, and enjoy the football game. Because the Commanders, the team, the Redskins, or whatever else you call them, is going to kick some ass. If this is a home game, Bob and Michael will be in the Red Zone lot at Northwest Stadium. We encourage you to come to our tailgate and say hello. If you are still listening to the podcast, wow, you are an extremely loyal listener. I wonder how much longer you'll stay. Hey, I've got a question. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? You've got mail. Goodbye.